Wood stoves are a great source of clean and renewable energy, especially for remote communities. When the latest technology is used, the proper burning practices are followed, and the stove is correctly installed. Modern EPA-certified wood stoves are finely tuned combustion engines. They require a more drawn-out startup period and a nice hot bed of coals to run most efficiently. Even if you have been burning wood your entire life, it is important to familiarize yourself with changes to the operation of these new stoves. More has changed in wood-burning technology in the past 5 years than in the previous 22. Changes in combustion technology allow today's modern EPA-certified wood stoves to meet current clean air standards. A lot more goes into using a wood stove than just burning wood. Let's discuss the full life cycle of a wood burner, from cutting and storing your wood to using a stove and regular maintenance. By following these steps on a regular basis, you'll get the most out of your wood stove for years to come. First, make sure your wood is cut to size, dry, and seasoned. Seasoning is meant to dry the interior of the wood for a cleaner, more efficient burn. Wood should have a moisture content of below 20% before burning. It is strongly recommended to check your wood with a moisture meter before burning. If you do not have a moisture meter, it will likely take a year to a year and a half of proper seasoning to dry the wood below 20%. When cutting and stacking your wood, create a mix of splits and whole rounds. This mixture produces longer burn times. Note that split wood seasons faster than full rounds. To season your wood, keep it off the ground and dry. Cover the top and allow for significant airflow between the logs. Typically, a wood shed is used. This helps keep the top dry and the wood off the ground while allowing adequate airflow. As you pull wood from the pile, follow the FIFO method, first in, first out. Always use the oldest wood first. It will be more seasoned and have a lower moisture content. The type of wood you burn also plays a big factor in the performance of your stove. Hardwood burns longer and produces higher BTUs than softwood. The type of wood will vary greatly based on geography. As a wood burner, it is important to understand what type of wood is available and how it will affect burn times and heat output. Modern EPA-certified burning wood stoves burn longer, are more efficient, and produce fewer emissions than previous generations. To properly burn in modern EPA units, lengthen the unit's kindling or startup period compared to old wood stoves. A well-established hotbed of coals is required before any large pieces of wood can be added. Make sure the unit is hot before adding more wood. Think of each new piece of wood like a bucket of water that will cool a fire. Once a hot bed of coals is established, the unit can be fully loaded. The burn rate can be managed with the air control. The firebox should always be fully loaded to produce an efficient and clean burning fire. Once the fuel has been consumed and only coals remain, you can reload the stove. The heat from the coals will quickly reignite the new wood. Split wood burns faster than rounds. To maximize burn times, fill the firebox with rounds and any gaps with split logs. Then adjust the air to the desired level. This will produce long overnight burns to keep your home nice and toasty. For best practices in starting your specific wood stove, refer to your owner's manual. Regular maintenance is important to the long-term health of your wood stove. In addition to a list of annual tasks, regular informal inspections are a good idea. While the stove will last a long time, if you notice small things as you are cleaning out ash or loading, take note to keep your unit in the best working order. It is recommended to have your chimney cleaned by a professional chimney sweep at least once per year. The more you use your stove, the more you'll want to clean it. In addition to cleaning your chimney, complete these maintenance tasks at least once per year. Perform a full cleaning and inspection. Clean out the entire unit and inspect for any cracks or broken missing parts. Inspect the air tubes. Make sure they aren't plugged and are firmly in place. Inspect fire bricks. Check for cracks or missing pieces. Inspect the gaskets and seals. Confirm they're in good condition and do not need replacing. Inspect the door latch. Check to ensure a proper seal with no visible gaps. Lubricate the door hinge and latch using only high-temperature anti-seize lubricant. Confirm there are no small cracks anywhere on the glass. Disconnect the motor from power and clean the blower. Do not lubricate. Clean the thermostatic probe by removing buildup using 220 grit sandpaper. A good seal is essential to the proper functioning of a wood stove. A bad seal will result in too much air entering the firebox, burning the fuel too quickly, overheating the unit, and creating more potential problems. The paper test is a good way to check the seal. Place a paper bill in the gasket area of the door on a cold stove, then close the door. Try to remove the paper by pulling. The paper should not pull out easily. If it does, try adjusting the door latch. Replace the door gasket if that doesn't solve the problem. At the beginning of each burning season, check the glass for cleanliness and smoke color during the first few fires. If you notice something out of the ordinary, it may indicate that your fireplace needs to be serviced. Look for clean glass after the first 6 to 8 hours of a burn. If the glass is clean, it means the fireplace is burning efficiently and that the built-in air wash system is working as designed. Check the smoke. After the fire has been burning for a while, go outside and visually check your stovepipe for smoke coming out. If you see light white or no smoke, the fireplace is burning cleanly and efficiently. If you see thick black smoke, check the wood or get the stove or stovepipe serviced. By following these simple guidelines, your Regency wood stove will keep you and your family warm and cozy for years to come. See more at regency-fire.com/owners.